Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 TV deaths that received massive backlash.
Maybe you should go find a phone and call Dr. Walker.
Dan?
Call somebody.
For this list, we'll be looking at the controversial character demises that sparked major fan or public outrage. While all live-action television is fair game, we won't be considering animated programs. And beware of big spoilers ahead. Were you upset by any of these deaths? Let us know in the comments which had you seeing red. Number 10. Derek Shepherd, Grey's Anatomy. From the opening moments of the pilot, Meredith and the cheekily nicknamed McDreamy always felt destined for love. Their romance felt almost as integral to the series as the hospital itself. But the internet had a collective meltdown when Derek met his maker after 11 seasons in a hasty car accident. Fans were always going to be displeased with the idea of Dr. Shepherd getting a tragic and sudden exit. However, what really upset them was seeing Meredith herself pull him off life support.
No. But go ahead.
Forcing the burden of ending Shepherd's life on a character that has frankly seen enough tragedy for a dozen lifetimes was too much. Some fans were ready to walk away from the hospital after his demise. Number 9. Dan Connor, Roseanne. While the final season of this popular sitcom left fans disappointed in more ways than one, the shocking fate of the Connor patriarch was the most poorly received plot point. In the finale of the 9th season, Roseanne reveals she fabricated a good portion of the story we'd been following.
So, in my writing, I did what any good mother would do. I fixed it.
She glanced over events like Dan's fatal heart attack at Darlene's wedding because she couldn't cope with it, not allowing fans to say a proper goodbye to one of the show's lead characters left many feeling justifiably cheated. In fact, public disapproval proved so powerful that the show treated it like he never died in the 10th season. Bringing John Goodman back to his rightful role as Dan finally corrected Season 9's biggest misstep.
What happened?
I thought you were dead.
Number 8. Adriana Lacerva, The Sopranos. Rule number 1 of character deaths: if you don't see the body, there's always a chance for a return from beyond the grave. Fans clung to this rule when the ambitious Adriana's double life as an FBI informant finally caught up to her.
She set you up?
She was an FBI agent, Christopher.
After realizing her fiancé was clued into who she was, audiences got a downright agonizing slow car ride. It culminated in Adriana being shot off-screen. This heartbreaking demise had fans clamoring for a miracle. That never came. Her non-traditional end left some members of the audience completely crushed. Adriana's hard-to-watch end solidified that anyone could die in this show.
I can't stand the pain. I love dog.
Number 7. Beth Greene, The Walking Dead. Since this zombie apocalypse series is no stranger to offing main characters, fans are always ready to watch someone go. But most of the real controversy of Beth's expiration didn't actually come from the scene itself.
I get it now.
Although fans were upset that her great Season 5 character development was cut short, the real fan anger came from a huge social media mistake. After Beth's death was seen on the East Coast, her fate was posted on the official AMC Facebook. But the episode hadn't actually aired yet in other parts of the US. Although the imagery was taken down after a few minutes, the damage was already done. This spoiler made an already hard-to-watch death even worse for a huge number of fans.
It's over. It was just about her.
Number 6. Colonel Blake, MASH. According to several reports, Colonel Blake's demise was the first time in American television history that a comedy series lead was written off in a tragic manner.
You behave yourself or I'm gonna come back and kick your butt.
When actor Maclay Stevenson asked to be written out of the mega-hit series, the character was discharged and sent home. But the other characters later received a message that Blake's plane had been shot down.
Lieutenant Colonel Henry Blake's plane was shot down.
This poignant yet tragic ending caused CBS to receive over 1,000 angry letters from fans who were upset to get such upsetting news in the self-proclaimed comedy series. The reaction proved so intense that CBS ended up removing the scene confirming his end from initial reruns. While Blake's fate is much more optimistic in that edit, the truth is still bleak.
MASH 4077 bids Henry Blake a reluctant and affectionate farewell.
Number 5. Shireen Baratheon, Game of Thrones. While this grand tale of dragons and conquest routinely pushed the envelope, the loss of this innocent gray-scaled Baratheon was simply a step too far for some.
It's all right, Father.
You don't even know what I'm talking about.
In a desperate attempt to guarantee future victory, Stannis Baratheon agrees to sacrifice his own daughter. This abysmal action especially hurt because Shireen was a gentle soul that was guilty of not one single crime.
Mother, please! Mother, please! Mother! Mother!
I can't. There's no other way. She's king's blood.
Many fans felt like Stannis would never sink this low. And to make matters worse, the method of her end was horribly drawn out. This unnecessarily gross and brutal end assassinated Stannis' integrity and had many viewers crying out against Shireen's dismal fate. Number 4. Tara Maclay, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. At a time when positive depictions of LGBTQ+ couples on the small screen were hard to find, this teen gothic series drew praise for its nuanced portrayal of Willow's and Tara's romance.
Better not get used to him.
Yes, ma'am.
However, the happy couple was ripped apart due to Tara's abrupt and unearned death to a stray bullet.
Your shirt.
It wasn't bad enough that this moment wrecked a landmark of representation on television. But it got worse when this event caused the show's remaining prominent LGBTQ+ character to become a villain for the rest of the season. Fans who finally felt like they saw themselves portrayed on screen were left fuming as all the positivity from this storyline evaporated in an instant. Number 3. Will Gardner, The Good Wife. Even in a show known for its white-knuckled plot twists and nail-biting cliffhangers, no one could have predicted this event. In a shocking turn, lead character Will Gardner is suddenly shot in a courtroom. His abrupt demise at the end of the innocuous episode left fans wondering how the show could possibly handle all his unresolved relationships and storylines going forward.
Paramedics!
Co-creators Robert and Michelle King released a statement immediately after the episode aired to explain their reasoning behind Will's drastic exit to grieving fans. But this move didn't make this bitter pill any easier to swallow. In the end, many viewers believe that the show never fully recovered from the unsatisfying end of the male half of Lockhart and Gardner. Number 2. Tracy McConnell, How I Met Your Mother. If you look up the most polarizing television finales of all time, this defining sitcom would definitely come up. During the show's 9 seasons, fans have been waiting to figure out who the mother mentioned in the show's title was. They were very satisfied when Kristen Miliotti's Tracy was revealed as the matriarch.
I have to love this woman as much as I can, for as long as I can, and I can never stop loving her, not even for a second.
But despite her undeniable chemistry with leading man Josh Radnor, a couple lines of dialogue and a quick scene confirmed that the character passed away.
Even then, in what can only be called the worst of times, all I could do was thank God.
In the end, the long-awaited character ended up feeling like a cheap plot device to add an emotional gut punch in Ted's story. The events of the entire series were cheapened in the eyes of longtime fans due to Tracy's fate.
And that, kids, is How I Met Your Mother.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Ianto Jones, Torchwood, Children of Earth. This field agent's demise led to criticism that the series was burying its LGBTQ+ characters. Charlie Pace, Lost. Fans were incredulous at the seemingly pointless death of this fan-favorite castaway. Deborah Morgan, Dexter. The Lieutenant's End was the final straw for some fans in a highly controversial finale.
I love you, Deb.
Marissa Cooper, The OC. Audiences weren't pleased this sunny teen drama would be left without its romantic lead.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Lexa, The 100. Since they led warring clans, Lexa and Clark's relationship was captivating for the story. It also was another great milestone for LGBTQ+ representation in the genre. Unfortunately, all that praise quickly turned to vitriol. Shortly after the two officially got together, Lexa was fatally wounded by a stray bullet.
Lexa!
Viewers were up in arms that the industry seemed to still be sticking to the harmful tendency to kill off LGBTQ+ characters. The wave of criticism was so severe that the showrunner openly apologized for how the story played out. But at the end of the day, it was impossible for fans to accept this sudden and unearned loss. It's a shame that one of television's greatest couples couldn't end on a better note.
I don't want the next commander. I want you.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.